We're back with another video of Jurassic Park Builder. It is January 24th, 2015, and what we have here is this brand new DNA dinosaur that was made available for a limited time during this week. And as you can see here, it says something about him getting its name for its snout to use to fish. I'm assuming this is a fishing type of creature, but we are on the Jurassic Park island, strange enough. But here we are. That's what the dinosaur looks like. We're gonna go right in here. There it is. Alright, it kind of roars like the Spinosaurus. In fact, it looks like the Spinosaurus. I know some of you have been saying, will probably say, yeah, it doesn't look like the Spinosaurus, but in my opinion, you know, other than the sail on his back, the way it moves kind of reminds me of the Spinosaurus, especially with the mouth as well. You notice how he does the roar and things like that. Alright, so it has a teal type of color. You'll notice, hopefully you notice, there's spikes on his back. It's right where the sail of the Spinosaurus looks like. And here it is, and we're going to feed it and take a look at the next form. We're going to try to keep this quick because I know that the video gets relatively long. So here it is in adult form, first evolution. And yeah, it looks kind of like a lizard. Apparently it goes fishing. You'll notice the two hands kind of makes it look like a T-Rex as well. Legs, there it is. And so you'll notice a bunch of scale as well. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the first evolution. I'm going to move on relatively quickly because I don't like to do long videos, but I'm going to move on. Alright, here it is in its second description screen. As you can see, it talks about the early Cretaceous era. And it was found in a desert, apparently. Or a swampy region, actually. So, it eats fish, and it's going to take about 2 hours for the egg to hatch, which only costs $2. Here it is in its second form. Again, like I was saying, I'm going to move relatively quickly. We're just going to look at the roar to changes in design. You notice stripes there. It has gone darker green, or teal rather. And we're going to feed it and take a look at the next evolution. Alright, so there it is in the second evolution. You can tap on it again. You notice the roar. Right there, big mouth. Really big mouth, actually. And that's how it eats. Alright, we're going to feed it to next level and take a look at the next evolution. Back here on the third description screen, and here it is. We're going to take a look at the third evolution. And apparently the thumb claws on each hand were ideal for hooking on into larger fish. So, you know, it's really a sea creature. I don't think, well, a sea-eating creature or fishing creature, apparently, according to the description. Now we're going to move on to next evolution. Alright, now it looks like a velociraptor. I mean, look at the coloring. It's brownish, reddish. There's a bunch of red lines, in fact. And, you know, it has like light brown, in my opinion. And here is what it looks like when it's roaring. We're going to move on and feed it. I'm going to feed it and take a look at his adult form in this evolution. So here it is. And it is a DNA creature that's only available for a limited time in Jurassic Park Builder, the game, if you're looking for this monster, or this dinosaur, rather. Alright, there it is. You'll notice that, yeah, you know, it has the design of the combination of a T-Rex, the looks. I mean, just the two arms that are hanging up under its head like that, as well as he's standing on 2 feet. But anyways, we're going to move on with the next evolution. And it looked like it had a 2-foot sail located on its back, but it's used to still hotly debated, or still hotly debated, Ooh, I'm getting killed. All right, so I was battling in another game. But anyways, gonna go back in here and take a look at the dinosaur. Here it is. You notice that it's much more orange, and I guess there is. You can't hardly see the back, the stuff. I think it was talking about a seal, or maybe I was imagining that. I was thinking about the Spinosaurus. But anyways, there it is. I gotta relook at that, the description again, because I wasn't really watching it. I was fighting something else. But anyways, you notice the fiery-like creature here. It looks like, you know, it's been thrown into lava. We're gonna evolve it to the next form and take a look at that. Actually, let's take a look at him roaring again. I like the roar. I mean, I like it when he does that. Wow, this guy, yeah, he looks really fearsome. I mean, this is a warrior, although he, you know, he doesn't eat meat. Well, he does eat meat, but he eats fish. So, you know, this guy looks like a warrior. Just look at him. I like the fiery look. You know, Tyrannosaurus is like that as well, right? He's kind of fiery. And there's the Spinosaurus. And so it does kind of look like the Tyrannosaurus in terms of coloring. I mean, it's not as dark red and bloody as the T-Rex, but you know, it's really fiery looking. But anyways, that is about it. Again, this dinosaur is only available for a limited time through the special tournament that you have to win and do the DNA thing. You need to collect the DNAs to unlock this dinosaur into your game. And once you unlock it, it's absolutely free, and you just need to buy it from the store, which should say free. And then after that, you're gonna have to wait 2 hours. So the hatching time for this dinosaur is around 2 hours. So you're gonna have to wait 2 hours, or 1 hour and 40 something minutes. But you know, 1 hour and 40 something minutes is basically 2 hours. I know some of you are really on the daunt. You know, if it's 1 hour and 40 something minutes, is 1 hour and 40 something minutes. But to me, you know, it's 2 hours. It doesn't really matter to me. But that is about it. That is how you get this dinosaur for your game. Also, if you haven't seen the battle video, be sure to stay tuned to look at the battle video for this dinosaur.